Okay, you might be forgiven for thinking that this looks almost identical to the last video that I made, and that's because it pretty much is, to be honest. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Now, there is a couple of significant differences, and also it's really a big step in moving me on to some different stuff, which I'm really excited about. So what I've mainly been doing is bug hunting, because I had a couple of problems I couldn't figure out how to fix. I don't want to get into them. I would say they've been traumatic, but they haven't. They've been a lot of fun to try and fix, and when you actually get them fixed, holy shit, it's fucking cool. So yeah, Unreal Engine, really good puzzle game. It is. That's what it feels like. It's like the best computer game ever. So there you go. Let's get into it. So this guy was new. So for a start, he's a lot faster. Oh shit! And as you can see, he can definitely shoot and kill me now. So that's pretty awesome. And yeah, so why is this so cool? Because it's really the point I've been dying to get to for fucking ages, where I can start to see what it's like to be in the air, flying around in combat. Like really early on, my plan was to get a multiplayer working almost straight away. So I started on that in the earlier videos, but then as soon as I realized that multiplayer requires like you to consider everything that needs to be replicated and things, I was like, I don't even know what I'm going to be doing. So I don't want to get into multiplayer until I've got a good sort of basis of like a few different things going on, so that I don't have to keep going back and forth. I can just start the multiplayer, like the door, for example, the flame, like everything basically that's going on right now. I want to be able to make sure that all replicates to multiplayer and I understand it. Then I learned that I think Niagara effects don't transmit their location or something. Anyway, I needed to make the bullets projectile. There was a whole bunch of different things, yeah, so there's that, and but now here we are, and I can get a little taste of what it's like to do some air-to-air combat, and it's really fucking awesome. I'm totally chuffed about that. So and it also gives me something fun to do just kind of while I'm sorting things out, and I can adjust values, make it a bit different. But next up, so yeah, I've still got a couple more things to do here. I mean, he can kill me. I can't kill him yet. It's easy done. Like, that part is not going to take long, but I'll sort that out so that he can actually die as well. And then what's the next thing? Oh yeah, so I want to get back to performance and stuff. It's like I can move back to that aspect of it, away from so much game logic thinking, and then which has been freaking sweet, by the way, doing AI and seeing how all that works. It was such a like I was like, oh man, it's just cool to like follow the tutorials along and be like, so that's how they're doing it. That's cool. So yeah, and then so first and foremost is going to be DLSS and trying to get FSR and trying to get temporal anti-aliasing back on, because honestly I feel like such a giant hypocrite, because I am usually like the first one to slag off a game for being too jaggy. I'm like, what is this gross, where's your like Arma Reforger? I'm like, guys, you need to fucking get DLSS. And like I'm saying that like actually for real, as well as a reference, an example of some time. Yeah, I just pissed myself off by thinking about it, to be honest. Come on, guys, what the fuck? Right, so anyway, there I am being a giant hypocrite. It's like as soon as I'm trying to make my own game, I'm like, okay, 70% resolution, no anti-aliasing, no DLSS, no FSR, no nothing that is helping with that situation. But that, to be honest, to be fair, that is all because I enabled Lumen, and I needed to back all that off to start to see to get some headroom to be able to see how much we could actually use Lumen, because that would be cool. And we're going to continue on that. I'm going to be get DLS implemented, get FSR implemented, get and I need to get like a user interface. So these are options, because obviously oh shit. So yeah, if you don't have an RTX card, you can't use DLSS. So I need to, and by DLSS I really mean DLAA. The anti-aliasing. I don't really care so much about the super resolution part, as much as that is good too. It's the anti-aliasing that I want. And what else? So yeah, because then I can start to, because I'm aware, well, like look at this material and how reflective it is, and then the fact that it's kind of like reflective, like circle, like I think, you know, this material is expensive for Lumen, and you can make them even more expensive for Lumen. I'm sure that's the case, that basically what I want to do is make materials that look good but are really friendly for Lumen. That's kind of what I want to try and do. And then, because once I've done that and figured out the sort of recipe to making a light, I think that all makes sense anyway. Then at least once I get that out of the way, then I can start to work on pushing the boundaries for the resolution. And if I really can't get it to go like I'm not saying it has to be full resolution. Oh my god, like I say, such a hypocrite. I can't believe I'm saying that I would sacrifice, like, I would sacrifice the resolution for Lumen. I should really just go back to baked lighting, but that sounds hard. That's the reason I don't want to do it. It just sounds difficult, so I don't want to do it. But anyway, right. I think that's enough rambling. Extremely cool. Like, it's so cool. The fact that he's chasing me is really making me fly around because I don't want to get shot. So, yeah, very cool indeed. I think that's us for now. But yeah, once I get that point where I've got DLSS and everything in the game, everything that I want in through an interface, then I think that I'll put a build up so people can try it to see. Because I think right now it's quite heavy because it's not as perfect. It was running really good before I started to use Lumen, but now it's not so good. It's fine, like it's running really good, but I have a good. You know, my computer is pretty all right. You know, just the i12th Gen i7. It's certainly not bad, but if you had like half as good a processor, it'd probably be fucking shit. So yeah, we don't want that. We definitely want it to be running real good. And right, I think that is enough rambling, and hopefully some cool. Well, hopefully another upload so that people can try it. Because yeah, it's about time. But I need to do a few more things, like make this room more interesting and start that next room as well, because that's a couple of things I want to do very soon as well. Right, sorry for the giant. I don't know why I'm apologizing all the time. If you're still here listening to this, that's your fault. Right, see you.